I'm Ben Jobrak, Product Department Manager at Aiphone, and I'm here to answer the most asked questions about emergency call boxes. What is an emergency call box and why are they necessary? So an emergency call box is usually a intercom or a telephone in a public place like a college campus or a parking garage where people can request assistance if they feel unsafe or if they just need any type of help at all. Where are emergency call boxes usually located? So you'll see these college campuses, corporate campuses, wide open spaces, but also potentially parking garages, stairwells, places where people might be headed home after a day at work or walking to their car alone, where we want to kind of give a better sense of safety and a way to easily call for help. Can I use emergency call boxes for non-emergencies? Yes, absolutely. In fact, you're encouraged to. Anytime you may not feel safe or you may be having any trouble at all, it never hurts to ask for help. I think that's a hugely important thing that we should always feel comfortable doing. And so even if it's not an emergency, if you press that button and talk to someone, maybe they can help you anyway. How are emergency call boxes powered? And what if the electricity is out? Good question. So it depends on the call box, but usually they can be powered from a network switch or even just a 120 volt power supply. And you'll see those typically have like a battery backup, or if they're on the network and powered over Ethernet, there will be a UPS so that if the power does go out, you can still make a call and get help when you need it. Are Aiphone emergency call boxes accessible? Yes, all of our call boxes, our towers, our wall boxes for parking garage, and our stations themselves are accessible. So reachable from the ground, button no higher than 42 inches, braille on them so you know what the button does and what it says. Why are emergency call boxes in stairwells? Good questions. So stairwells could be in something like a hospital where they do need to secure the door and prevent access to unauthorized individuals into those areas. So there's a chance you get locked in the stairwell and you need a way out, and that's why they have those there. But also you'll see those in area of refuge in case there's a fire and you're not able to go down the stairs, the elevators aren't working, you use the call box to call for help there too. What does the call button on an emergency call box do? Well, it kind of depends on where you are and how they set it up. So if it's owned by the city, the state, the county, it may call directly to 911 or an emergency operations center. But if it's on a college campus, that might go to campus security for a healthcare or major corporate campus, potentially the Security Operations Center. But it's really flexible and it just kind of depends on who that local responding officer is going to be. How are emergency call boxes different from calling 911? Good question. So 911 is definitely a public service. It is always available. But call boxes don't always call 911, as I kind of just covered here. If it's a corporate campus, they usually have their own security staff, or if it's a college campus, there's the local security at the college. And we're always trying to connect you to the closest person to you. So whoever's going to be able to answer your question, be knowledgeable about your area, and get you the help you need. Thanks for watching. How am I supposed to throw that over my shoulder at the end?